Our goal is your satisfaction. Let us show you the way.
Which is bigger, 18 or 20 gauge nose ring? Thanks for your question. This will fit but may be slightly loose, as 20 gauge is thinner than 18 gauge. However, if it is only being worn for a short period of time and with minimal movement, it will stay in place and serve the purpose of retaining the piercing. Can I put a 20G in an 18G nose piercing? Quality Nose Studs blog: the nose piercing is one of the fastest and most adaptable piercing, meaning that it will adapt to whichever size gauge you put in it. So if you have a 18 gauge piercing, you can wear 20G nose studs, nose screws or nose rings as well, and your piercing will adapt very quickly. Can I pierce my nose with a 16G needle? The standard size for a nose piercing is 18G or 20G, however, your piercer will pierce with a larger needle, up to 16G, to allow for better healing. Never use a nose ring smaller than recommended by your piercer, as there is more risk of rejection, tearing, and migration. What kind of nose ring is best? Nose studs are one of the types of nose rings that stays in the best for most nostril piercings. Nose bones are short, straight barbells that have a larger decorative end and a smaller end that rests on the inside. The end is small enough to push through the piercing but will still anchor the jewelry in. What is bigger, 16 gauge or 20 gauge? Few people know why the thickness of steel diminishes as the gauge increases, i.e., 16 gauge steel is thicker than 20 gauge steel. The explanation comes from the early development of a steel gauge measurement system in which the control measurement was based on a 1-inch thick steel plate. What is thinner, 20 gauge or 18 gauge? The word gauge with a number by it refers to the thickness of the metal used in constructing the casket. The smaller the number, the thicker the steel. 18 gauge would be a stronger metal than a 20 gauge.
Take our lead. Let's help you make your mark.